How's everybody doing out there? We see so many problems now that are happening. And I said it like this, one is to pray, but let me just break it down. I was talking about gold back money. We are having a problem in America with the money. We got states that are printing up its own currency. Why? Because the US dollar is not as strong as they telling you. And I got some of the money. I put in for it. No joke. I put in for it because I wanted to see it. I want to see what it looked like. I want to see what it is. I want to have some idea what it is. And this is gold back money. No joke. Gold back money. This is real dollars for gold. Why are states putting them up? Because people are afraid that the U.S. currency is growing weaker. Now we got the state of Nevada, state of New Hampshire, state of South Dakota, state of Wyoming, and the state of South Carolina and other states that are putting it up. I even wrote to my state officials here. What are we going to do? See, the world is full of problems now. But I could get up here and talk about all the war problems of the world. Because the world, all we're going to have wars of one problem or another. But I don't want you to get dismayed and say it's the last days on earth. Because I'm going to be reassured that they're not. We're not in our last and final days on this planet. No. By no means are we. Somebody may say, but all these things are happening with the Bible. So the Bible said there will be wars and rumors of wars. There'll be wars and rumors of war. Even if something happened to the United States, what do you think? The United States did not govern earth. God does. America, you may be a powerful country, but by no means whatsoever you discover that you hold the destination of this planet in your hands. No, you don't. No, you don't. Hold on. I think it's a little too dark. Hold on. Because I see trouble around the world, I'm not living in the last and final days. No. The Bible tells us a year to man is nothing but a day to God. Let me see what that is. The Bible said there'll be wars and rumors of wars.
According to MIT, for many will come in my name, claiming, I am the Christ, and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
See, We think a nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. But the end ain't near. No. People come telling you they know all about God. Oh, I can tell you the end time is near. Oh, the end time. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I said something one time when people say, I died and went to heaven. Let me see this. God does not interact with the dead. According to the verses, God does not interact with the dead in power. God does not. See, if you say you died, you listen here. I'm going to tell you what happened to you. Same that happened to Moses, same that happened to Enoch. They did not die. Neither did Moses said he died. You went into a state of unconsciousness, but you're not dead. And God allowed you to see the firmaments, but you're not dead. No. Because if you're dead, you're not coming back. And you cannot be dead and see glory. Impossible. Because know why? The word of God tells you God does not interact with the dead. So you didn't see glory. You went into a state of unconsciousness. And in that state of unconsciousness, like Moses had, you went into a state of unconsciousness. And in that state of unconsciousness that you was in, you seen glory. You interacted. You seen the angels. You may seen your grandmother, but you're not dead. No. Because Moses said he saw the back of God. How did he do that? Moses was dead. How you gonna see the back of God? See, I'm telling you, and a year to man is nothing but a day to God. Second Peter, one day is like 1,000 years. See, our year is 1,000 years to God, or 1 year. And 1 year is 1,000 years to God. We are not living in the same plane. I don't want you to get, see, I don't want you to get scared. Stop all that. Just stop all that. You listening to these world leaders, you see them talking about missiles and this and that. Even if the United States became bomb, what do you think gonna happen to you? We'll rebuild. That's all we're gonna do. Rebuild. That's all we're gonna do. Because we have to rebuild. What do you think gonna happen with Israel, Gaza, and all that? They're gonna rebuild. Because there are gonna be wars and rumors of war. Kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. That's always happened. I tell you, don't be afraid or alarmed at what you see. Don't be afraid or alarmed. The United States is not the say all and end all. That is called crazy. God, they made crazy. We're going to see all these things happen. And when you take the Muslims, let me be very clear to you. Muslims play a major role. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They play a couple of major roles. Why do you think Mecca exists? Abraham built Mecca. Yes, he did. Abraham built Mecca. Mecca is to mark Hagar. It is not what you think it would Abraham's other son, Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac. See, Abraham built Mecca. right? But the seed was planted into this Jacob. Now, when we have the birth of Hagar's child, that was Sarah's doom. But God did bless them to Mecca. So Mecca is blessed by God above. Mecca is blessed. The Quran is blessed. You don't have to understand the Quran. You don't even have to like it. But it does play a vital role. We got a lot of good books on earth, a lot of good writings, intelligent. But all these things you see does play a major role. I tell you, become familiarized with all the good writings on earth. But don't get afraid. Even here, while they print up other currency in America, don't get afraid that the U.S. dollar may collapse. The nation then make another different type of dollar. That's all. But is the world coming to an end? No, 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 it isn't. A year to man is 10,000 years to God. Our year that we don't even is 10,000 years to Him. See, when we take a year, it's 10,000 years to God. So we living on two different type of planes. I don't want you to become so wrapped up in what may or may not happen and scared and all these different things. We must still believe. I didn't say that's how that your belief all have to be rooted in everything. You ain't got to be part of some religious order or some church or this and that. No, because all that stuff don't mean it. There are people that coming along now tell you they know what the end times are saying. This is gonna happen. Oh, this is gonna come out. It ain't nothing coming out. No, no. The devil is still doing his thing. Ain't nothing changed there. And man is still doing his thing. God gave man power. Man does a lot of things that he shouldn't do. But that don't mean be afraid. There always gonna be trouble. You know why? Because we are to overcome the things. We are to overcome. Problems come, but we don't overcome. There's a gospel song that says, if you never had a problem, how you know that God can solve it? Oh, I believe God gonna solve what's on earth. I do. Do I believe Israel and Gaza gonna continue to fight? Nope. Nope. That's gonna come to an end. It may be coming to an end now, so I'm speaking. That's all. Israel, I'm gonna tell you something about gloating. The Bible tells you don't gloat over your enemy. Listen to this. God tells you don't gloat over the downfall of your enemy. And I mean it. Don't gloat over the downfall of your enemy. Proverbs 24:17. Do not laugh when your enemy falls. Don't gloat over his collapse. Don't laugh when your enemy falls. Don't gloat over his collapse. God might see and become very provoked. Israel was happening with you. You became gloating over what happened to Gaza, what you do. You remember the story of Hagar. They are God's children. But you gloating over their downfall that you're missing. God became provoked. Now you're looking at the world turning against you. God told you, Israel, you are the holy city. You are the land of the Almighty. But don't gloat over the downfall of your enemy. I tell anybody, you see the downfall of your enemy, don't laugh. Don't laugh. No. because it says this is God's fight and not yours. You ever hear that old saying? Turn it over to the Lord, he'll work it out. This is God's war, not yours. You may be Israel, and you rely too much on Western power. God didn't tell you to turn to America and get no missiles. He didn't tell you to do that, but you did it. Now the world is turning against you, right? Mm-hmm. Trying a little harder, right? Same with Russia. Russia don't gloat. Same with Ukraine. Don't gloat when you enter Russia. Don't gloat and laugh. Because God sits high and look low. I'm going to tell you something that's true. They did find a city in outer space. The Bible talk about a heavenly city. The Bible talk about God's heavenly city. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming out of heaven from God's place. That's how they found the heavenly city. They seen it. It shocked them. They actually seen it. Shocked the hell out of them. Oh, it's a real place. NASA actually seen it because it's real. There's a heavenly city coming to us. It is there. The Bible talk about his heavenly city. It's there. It is real. Now, I don't care what NASA said, but they found that. Now, they can sit and say, oh, that owns it, but it is real. God, heavenly city does exist. And it's coming. A new earth, new heaven. He didn't say it was going to come like, God is doing everything in his own time. Little by little. In his own time and when he picks it. I could only tell you that while you yet still here, take your time and thank God. Your money is not going to buy you salvation. Your money is not going to buy you out of hell. I said it before. You know when King Tut died and they went into his tomb, Lord Carter, they found the gold, the alabaster, all this stuff still here on earth. And they found an old dead king with a golden mask, all dried up. His body was still here, then dried up and dead. Queen Elizabeth died, and not one thing she took out of this world. She didn't, her husband didn't, her father, her mother, and all her relatives. You ain't gonna take a thing out of this world because you put a thing in. And Elon Musk, if you say you spoke to God, your money is not gonna buy you a seat in heaven. Trump, your money ain't gonna buy you no seat in heaven. No. You can't take nothing out of this world because you didn't put nothing in it. All the stuff down here on earth belongs to God. It don't belong to you at all. God allows you to, whatever you do, he allows that to be. Be billionaire, trillionaire, millionaire, rich, poor, beggar man. Whatever you are. But you can't take a thing out of this world with you. And you're not. No. When I die, I ain't going to take a thing out of this world with me. Because I didn't put nothing in the world. I try to live the best life that I can to help others along the way. And don't get all scared about wars, rumors of wars. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And that is just the truth. I don't care how many people you see on the internet talking about this is the final day. You know what it's not. Only thing the internet gave us is a lot more knowledge. God said man should become more wiser and a lot more. Man is a lot more knowledgeable. But I don't want nobody to be afraid of tomorrow.